In the shadowy corridors of Las Vegas history, few names evoke the same sense of intrigue and audacity as Dennis Nikrasch. For over 2 decades, this former Chicago locksmith orchestrated one of the greatest casino thefts the city has ever seen, amassing a fortune of approximately $16 million, not through brute force, but by outsmarting the very machines designed to make gamblers lose. It all began in the mid-1970s. Casinos in Las Vegas had built their empires on the promise of luck, chance, and the unbreakable integrity of their slot machines. These gleaming, noisy boxes of hope stood as silent sentinels, programmed to favor the house and deliver jackpots only at random. But for Dennis Nikrasch, they became the stage for a masterclass in deception. Born and raised in Chicago, Nikrasch was a skilled locksmith, a profession demanding meticulous attention to detail and a knack for understanding intricate mechanisms. By the time he arrived in Las Vegas, he carried with him not just tools, but a mind trained to find and exploit vulnerabilities. The slot machines of the era relied on mechanical tumblers and simple locks, a challenge for some, but child's play for Nikrasch. Between 1976 and 1983, he quietly infiltrated the world of high-stakes gambling, using his expertise to create duplicate keys for these machines. With access to the machine's innards, Nikrasch would patiently wait until the casino floor was busy, blending in with the crowds. He would then discreetly unlock a targeted slot machine, manipulate its internal components, and set the reels to deliver a jackpot. The winnings poured in, and by the time the dust settled on this phase of his operation, he had siphoned off roughly $10 million from the casinos, almost all without raising suspicion. The sheer scale of his theft forced the casino industry to rethink their security. But innovation often trails behind exploitation. Nikrasch's luck ran out in 1984 when authorities finally caught up with him. He was arrested and sentenced to 5 years in prison. Most would have seen this as the end of the line, a cautionary tale of greed meeting justice. But for Nikrasch, prison was just a pause, a time to reflect, regroup, and adapt. When he emerged onto the Las Vegas scene in 1996, he found a city transformed. Technology had advanced, and casinos had traded their mechanical slot machines for sophisticated, digitally programmed devices. The new machines featured computer chips and encrypted software, promising an era of unbeatable security. Yet, as history would show, every system has its flaw. Nikrasch understood that the key to cracking the new machines lay in their electronic brains. He assembled a team of accomplices, each playing a role in his carefully choreographed heists. Together, they developed a custom-made device that could interface with the slot machine's computer systems. This wasn't a crude hack. It was an elegant infiltration, allowing Nikrasch to alter the machine's programming and trigger jackpots remotely. The device was small enough to conceal, and its operation required only a few moments of distraction on the casino floor. From 1996 to 1998, Nikrasch and his team went to work, targeting machines in some of the most prestigious casinos on the Strip. The winnings rolled in again, this time totaling $6 million. The casinos, with their eyes glued to surveillance cameras and security guards patrolling every inch, failed to notice the subtle digital sabotage happening right under their noses. The success of Nikrasch's operation was rooted in his ability to stay one step ahead of the authorities. He was careful to rotate his targets, avoid patterns, and move quickly. The winnings were laundered through layers of accomplices, making it difficult to trace the jackpots back to their true source. For a time, it seemed that Nikrasch had cracked the code of the casino industry yet again. But in the high-stakes world of Las Vegas, alliances are fickle. In 1998, one of Nikrasch's own accomplices turned informant. With insider evidence in hand, law enforcement launched a comprehensive investigation, piecing together the scope of his operations and uncovering the sophisticated tools used to break into the machine's programming. The gig was up. Nikrasch was arrested, and the full extent of his thefts came to light. Sentenced to 7.5 years in prison, Nikrasch's legacy cast a long shadow over Las Vegas. He was released in 2004 and passed away in 2010, taking many of his methods and secrets to the grave. Yet the consequences of his actions reverberated throughout the casino industry. The vulnerabilities he exposed forced casinos to overhaul their security protocols, implementing encrypted software, tamper-evident hardware, and more complex surveillance systems. Slot machines became not just games of chance, but battlegrounds in the ongoing war against fraud. Nikrasch's story is more than a tale of theft. It's a testament to the relentless arms race between security and ingenuity. Casinos sought to build fortresses of probability, but Nikrasch found the cracks and slipped through with remarkable skill. The scale of his deception, 22 years, $16 million, remains a benchmark in the annals of casino crime. Looking back, the saga of Dennis Nikrasch serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of underestimating human ingenuity. Technology may advance, but so do the people determined to beat it. The casino industry learned this lesson the hard way, investing millions in upgrades and security audits, determined never to fall prey to another Nikrasch. Yet for all the money stolen and systems broken, what makes Nikrasch's story so compelling is the way he operated, not as a simple thief, but as a strategist. He studied his opponents, learned their weaknesses, and adapted his methods to changing times. His legacy challenges us to consider the delicate balance between trust and skepticism, innovation and vigilance. Today, the slot machines of Las Vegas are monuments to both luck and loss, their chips and screens fortified against a new generation of would-be hackers. But in the quiet hum of the casino floor, beneath the flashing lights and ringing bells, the legend of Dennis Nikrasch endures, a reminder that every system can be broken and every lock can be picked by the right mind. As the city continues to evolve, the lessons of the past remain ever present. Security experts, casino operators, and gamblers alike remember the man who robbed Las Vegas not with guns or violence, but with intelligence and persistence. His exploits forced an entire industry to adapt, innovate, and protect itself against threats old and new. The story of Dennis Nikrasch is a chapter in the larger narrative of Las Vegas, a city built on risk, reward, and the eternal hope of beating the odds. In the end, Nikrasch did just that, if only for a moment, leaving behind a legacy that is as much a warning as it is a tale of extraordinary cunning.